Welcome back to the Angry Man Podcast with Jason and Greg. So, Jay, it does appear that the fight between Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford will happen in September. According to the Ring magazine, they're in the final stages of finalizing that fight for September. And I know a lot of Terence Crawford supporters are excited about this particular fight. I think that I got to give them props because I think they helped to generate a buzz around this fight. And I still don't think this fight has the buzz that people are trying to pretend it does and that it will sell at the level that people believe it'll sell. But we'll see over the next few months. They got a lot of time to sell the fight. So perhaps it's going to do much better than what I'm initially thinking. But Terence Crawford decided to go to his social media account yesterday and respond to some comments from Canelo Alvarez. And, you know, it's typical Terence Crawford. I've seen Crawford over the last, I think, week or so talking about they've doubted me my whole career. And I remember when they left me out and all this other stuff. And, you know, I don't understand, like, why some of these fighters, and Shakur Stevenson is similar, why they constantly have to go on to their social media accounts and make these comments about being left out. They've doubted me my whole career. Dude, we don't need a Hallmark card. We don't need a Lifetime script. We got it, man. People doubted you and you won the fight. I mean, the fight was 18 months ago. We get it. You were the betting favorite, so obviously there weren't that many people that doubted
in
you.
every fight,
Right?
he's been a betting favorite.
Yeah, he's been the betting favorite in every fight. You're absolutely right. So how can you say that someone doubted you when in reality you were the betting favorite in every fight? But
If you ain't got 100% bet for you, then you've been doubted. Everyone's doubting you, I guess. I don't know.
oh man. But anyway, Canelo Alvarez has made some comments or did make some comments in regards to Terence Crawford that I think are interesting comments. And we're going to play these comments here. But you got Canelo has a point, and this isn't the first time that these comments have been made. They've been made by several different, if you want to call them content creators, fighters, trainers. I think for the most part, we all think Terence Crawford is a terrific fighter because we've seen him in the ring. He passes the eyeball test, but the resume is lacking. And we just heard Crawford here, what was this, like 2 days ago or something, started talking about how there are so many great fighters that are out there that get disrespected. And I mentioned this yesterday on our live stream, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We do it every Sunday, so make sure you come by and check us out. But I mentioned that every time he makes a comment like that, that's just a ploy to big up his own resume. So let's play the comments, Jay. I'm going to play these comments from Canelo Alvarez, and then I'm going to give you guys the response from Terence Crawford from yesterday, because it's all interesting and leading to a big fight in September. So let's play these clips, or let's play these comments rather, from Canelo Alvarez.
I always say, I respect Terence Crawford. He's a very talented fighter, but he just win one big fight. If you see his record, he just beat one good fighter like Errol Spence is.
Yes.
But other than that, I don't think he's beating other great fighter like Spence.
Ooh. That's what Canelo Alvarez had to say. And let me just scroll down here because I want to give Terence Crawford a response because he responded to this comment yesterday. Now the comments from Canelo Alvarez were actually a few months ago. But Terence responded to him yesterday. LOL, that's crazy. So every fighter I fought is not good but one. Noted. Just remember what you said because I've always had the joy in making somebody's look like making somebody's look like nobody's. Wow. All right. So let's dive into this real quick, Jay. Canelo has a point when you look at his resume. When you look at Terence Crawford's resume, it's littered with guys that we don't think necessarily highly of. He is undisputed in 2 weight classes. At 147, he did beat Sean Porter and Errol Spence. The 140 resume is lackluster. All those fighters went on to lose multiple fights after that, so that would suggest they weren't that great to begin with. And this also, in my personal opinion, suggests that Canelo is saying that Terence Crawford doesn't belong in the ring with him. When you say that you haven't been in the ring or you haven't beaten anybody, you're a terrific fighter, but you haven't really beaten anybody but one fighter, why should I be in the ring with you? Now, we know why it's going to happen now because of the dollars, but I think he has a point. Jay, what's your thoughts on what he had to say?
No, he definitely has a point. I mean, he's hopping up essentially 3 weight classes, man. Yeah, he had one fight at 154, but essentially he's going up 3 weight classes, 147 to 168. That was the biggest thing Canelo said before. Even Bud had said initially, yeah, they got weight classes for a reason. He said that. Then it's like, okay, maybe I'll fight him at a catch weight, a little bit close up to 168, and then got a little bit close, and he's like, okay. Then he started pushing for this fight all of a sudden. But I mean, I understand Canelo can also say he's not gonna really get credit for fighting Bud, and he really won't. Bud is pound for pound. We said it even before he fought Spence. We said he was the pound for pound number 1. So people say that we don't give Bud credit, but yet and still we had him number 1 pound for pound. How can we hate and give this guy say this guy's pound for pound number 1 back then and even now? So he's had one fight against Madrimov. He won the fight. I didn't think it was a controversial win for him. But we saw flaws and we saw chinks in the armor again with Bud, with a guy that's bigger. And now he's going to be fighting a guy at 168 who's been campaigning at 168, who's been fighting guys at 168 and 175. I don't care what you do in sparring, but if it's on the big lights who you fight in that ring. So I can understand why Canelo's saying that. I'm not mad at Bud for pushing for this fight because he wants to cash out. He really does, because the thing about it is it's really a win-win for him. He fights Canelo, he loses, he gets paid, and he's going to get the excuse, he was daring to be great. He jumped up 2 weight classes. Then they'll say 3 weight classes then. I'm saying 3 weight classes now, but if he wins, he jumped up 3 weight classes. If he loses, he jumped up so many weight classes. Oh my gosh, he's the best ever. He dared to be great. So I'm like, get your money, but let's be real, dude. No one was disrespecting you, man, on that. And you're late to this. Like you said, this comment from Canelo a while back, but you didn't say nothing back then. I guess you had to be nice to be nice to Canelo and try to get Canelo to sign a contract so you can fight him in September. And so now you want to talk the noise like that. Okay, cool. It's on now. See how Canelo comes in the ring. But it is what it is. Bud fans are going to be super happy about this. They're going crazy over this. They just want to see him in the ring. They're going to take any result and they're going to spin it, say he's still the best. Win, lose, or draw.
More than likely. I just want, in the event that Terence Crawford loses this fight, particularly if he loses by devastating knockout, then I want to see these guys come to the platform. Similarly to what we did. We were center front stage when it all occurred. But we'll see. We'll see what ends up happening. I'm curious to see if they do finalize it. And then, of course, we'll be covering it right here on AM Sports Media leading up to the fight. Absolutely.
Bring your face.
Absolutely.
Bring your faces and watch the fight live like we did in July 29th of 2023, since y'all keep bringing that up. We sat down and watched the fight. No problem. Let's do it.
If he comes and gets put,
I know I'm not a Canelo fan either, but I don't like this fight like that.
So you guys tell us what you think in the comment section. Don't forget to hate, like, comment, and subscribe. This is the Angry Man Podcast, AM Sports Media, and we are out.